Let's check. Got Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Suggs. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at center. Mathurin against Caldwell Pope. Basket counts. Clark, it's tough to wear down either team in this matchup because of their depth.
And Kevin, you've got to give both front offices a ton of credit. I mean, you've got to find guys and try to be economical about it, and they need to be able to play important minutes for you. So a little more art than science, and kudos to both of these front offices.
Here's Halliburton. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Out to Turner. Pass to Mathurin. Back to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Bitadze. Out to the wing. Suggs finds Banchero. Suggs with a screen for Banchero. And that one drops.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Turner with a screen on Suggs. Here's Halliburton. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Here's Halliburton. Jalen Suggs making his last shot. Suggs against Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. Coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's got to pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Turner. Jalen Suggs making his last shot. Halliburton against Suggs. Kicks it out to Siakam. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A big-time score. Banchero with a deep bag. That's a great pump fake to get the defender in the air.
Both free throws good from Banchero. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
On the wing, Mathurin. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And he gets it to go. Suggs has got 8 points.
You know, on the drive, Suggs can be a bit unpredictable, which keeps him, I think, a step ahead of the defense. You don't want him knowing exactly what you're going to do. It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Banchero, right side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Outside, Walker. Orlando grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Caldwell Pope. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket.
Caldwell Pope is very comfortable near the rim, cashing in from there.
Here's Halliburton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Indiana shooting their first foul shot of the game. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. On a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Magic up by 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Walker in at the 3. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Deep 2 from Wagner. Suggs against Walker. Caldwell Pope outside. Misses the wing J.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Turner with a screen on Suggs. Here's Halliburton. Mathurin passes to Turner. Knocked away and stolen by Wagner. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Banchero, a screen on Mathurin. Banchero dishes to Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Releases. And there are the Magic with another bucket. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA? And and the play itself.
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition, but the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic, and things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
Halliburton, no good.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
That one good for 2.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Up top, Wagner. He has 5. Banchero against Siakam. And it's Banchero missing. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Mathurin. Walker the pass to Turner. It's stolen by Banchero. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Caldwell Pope. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Banchero, a screen for Caldwell Pope. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. A second chance effort. And the shot goes in. Banchero's got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando.
Banchero bully balling and overpowering on his way inside. Not to be denied.
Halliburton passes to Walker. Back to Halliburton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Halliburton's got 12 in the game.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Mathurin against Wagner. Banchero, a screen on Mathurin. Wagner. Here's Bitadze. And so it's the Orlando Magic in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Black and Harris are the guard set. A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. And it's De Silva in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Just 3 to shoot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You know what, just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Bryant with a screen for Shepherd.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And so he makes both from the line.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Black. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Magic lead by 10.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. Here's Shepard, and finished off by Shepard.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Such a wide open look. Toppin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Black. He's got 7. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Shepard, the pass to Toppin. Now Shepard. He's got 6. Back to Toppin. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome. And outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
Orlando leading by 9. Clark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. It doesn't get any better than that. Rustling feathers inside. Carter Jr. getting to the bucket one way or another, not to be denied.
Orlando foul. Black. First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And it's Shepard missing. The Magic have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Pacers trail by 11. Pass to Toppin. Back to Nesmith. There's a screen by Toppin. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Black kicks to Carter. Back to Black. It's stolen by Shepard. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Tapping a screen on Harris. Nemhard, the pass to Bryant. Now, here's Nesmith. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. High post, Bryant. Still scoreless. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Harris kicks to Black. It's stolen by Shepard. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Pacers. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. And it's Walker in at the small forward. Pacers trail by 11. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Halliburton outside. Over in the corner, Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Turner's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers. Here's Wagner. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Pass to Suggs. Back to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. There's the screen. There's the 3. Kicks it out to Banchero. Good on the triple. Banchero's got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Out to Turner. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And the Pacers another 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Wagner against Mathurin. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And again, it's the magic from deep.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Out and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Halliburton. It's stolen by Mathurin. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
And so Orlando again turning it over. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Out to Turner. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
Wagner outside. He gets it in there.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Pacers trail by 5. Turner with a screen on Suggs. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And he drives in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Turner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Man, I like the initiative from Turner to go with the shot fake. I mean, once his man leaves his feet, the rest is easy for Turner.
So he gets them both.
Tremendous job at the line, as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Kicks it out to Wagner. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And the foul on Jarvis Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
Halliburton outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Turner with a screen for Siakam. Halliburton outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Magic leading by 5. Caldwell Pope outside. Lets it go with the 3. Siakam pulls it in.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Outside Mathurin. Mathurin. Turner with a screen for Mathurin. 2 What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is a test for Mattherin, and he passes with flying colors, showing he can deal with having the whole team riding his shoulder.
No shame or fear in this young fella. And Carroll going to take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Walker the pass to Mathurin. Lets it go from the wing. It drops.
Talk about coming up clutch. You know Mathurin is feeling it right now. He's got to be feeling it.
Pass to Bitadze. Yes!
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Misses. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone said.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
Grant tonight with... Got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Banchero against Prince. Banchero left side. On the wing, Suggs. Back to Banchero. Pass to Isaac. Right wing, Batadze. The pass to Caldwell Pope. From deep. Giannis with the rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Lillard against Isaac. Orlando with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
You know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line for him.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
Now here's Lillard. Nice move. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Muscling in for the basket. Lillard showing that mental toughness to get in there.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Prince. Back to Caldwell Pope. Damian Lillard with the rebound. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Lopez, the screen on Caldwell Pope. A nice shot by Lillard.
Well, the defense sinking and filling the lane, but Lillard stops short and floats one over the top.
Suggs surveys the D. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. He gets it in there. Caldwell Pope's got 5. Here's Jackson. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, nice initiative from Suggs. Seeing an easy scoring opportunity and pouncing on it.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Suggs against Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Magic. Suggs outside. Banchero outside. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Prince. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength. and his determination.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Prince. First personal foul.
The free throw drops for Banchero. Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo up top. Isaac covers. Impressive!
Wow! I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
The 3 from Banchero. The shot, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Back to Antetokounmpo. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. He was all alone on that one.
Good soft hands there from Lopez. Efficient in the catch and shoot motion.
Banchero right side for 3. Batadze, the pass to Banchero. Lets the 3 fly. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Lillard against Suggs. And Lillard, here we go. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. Doesn't go that time. He got it up. That shot off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Orlando ahead. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Batadze in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Isaac with a screen on Lillard. Lillard against Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
The Bucks trail. Lillard deciding where to go with it. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Lillard with the ball. Fires the 3. Orlando with a rebound. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's pretty heated.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Suggs against Lillard. This one for three. And he misses. Only 2 for 6. Magic leading by 5. Here's Suggs. And the layup falls.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs. Showing toughness, fighting through the contact.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
And Carroll drives. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Orlando shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
Jackson. First person.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Lillard outside. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Shot clock at 5. 14 feet away. The fadeaway. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Suggs. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Lillard against Caldwell Pope. The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Let's go with a 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard just owning the paint.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Third team foul.
1:15 left in the first half of this one. Prince finds Lillard. Six to shoot.
On defense, Banchero has a lot of good physical attributes, which help him create pressure.
Batase with a screen. Banchero. Pass to Batase. Who poked away. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Ooh, Lillard getting after it in transition.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Banchero's got 16 points now.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Isaac. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's cleared by Damian Lillard. Up in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Orlando leading by 6 as we appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything official.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. They've got Kevin Porter, Bobby Portis out there with Pat Connaughton. Then there's Gary Trent, and it's Sims in at the 5. And here's Milwaukee now. The Magic making their last shot. And the basket by Trent.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Harris. Here's Black. And he converts the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Trent following the bucket by the Magic. Takes the three. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Black, guarded by Trent. Here's Black. Carter, a screen on Trent. 4 on the clock. And here's Harris outside. Offensive rebound. De Silva kicks it out to Wagner. Carter from outside. Porter pulls it in. And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks. 4-point game. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Shots good by Black. Black's got 6 points in the quarter. Bucks trail by 4. Porter the pass to Sims. Now here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Yeah, and Portis needs to be pushed away from the rim. That's too easy.
And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best six-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game, so this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
And here's Milwaukee now. Orlando making their last shot. Harris outside from behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Now it's a 7-point Magic lead.
Outstanding look from the perimeter from Gary Harris. When he gets space to shoot from there, he has no problems with it.
To the middle. On the wing, Porter. The 3-ball. He drops it from range. Porter's got 5 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Connaughton. Still without a bucket. Here's Sims. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Mo Wagner.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's off on the second. Magic leading by 4. Here's De Silva. And that one drops.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Trent outside. 1:16 left in the third quarter. From the arc. It's rebounded by Wagner.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Left side Porter. Trent outside. Portis with a screen on Harris. Here's Trent. Oh, a special move before that shot. Give him 8 points now.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Black passes to Carter. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Carter. Still no points. Down low. Here's De Silva. And a nice finish on the layup.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Trent. Give him 8. Portis with a screen on Harris. Trent against Harris. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Trent's got 10 points in the quarter. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Black. 6 points for him. To the left wing. The three. The rebound by Sims. And here's Connaughton. Just 3 on the clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Wendell Carter.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls.
Connaughton taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. That'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Magic. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Goga Bitadze is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Here's Suggs. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Drills it from deep.
Caldwell Pope at the ready. He was totally prepared to take that one.
Bucks trail by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Lopez. Orlando making their last shot. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. 5 on the clock. Nice move. And Antetokounmpo with the lay-in.
On that pick and roll, you have to always play Lillard to shoot, but he's smart enough to see those gaps, dumps it off to the man in the best position to score there.
And he's able to get it back. Suggs outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Yeah, great length from Isaac. He gets the hand up, gets a piece, using that big wingspan.
And then Carroll gets it to go.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Over to the left wing, to the inside. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. And the layup is good off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Orlando lead.
So reliable with the ball in his hands. Caldwell Pope wanted that shot, and he got it.
Out to the right wing. Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Lillard. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
1:52 left to play in the fourth. The 3 from Suggs. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Lopez. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac. And that one misses. Orlando leading. Caldwell Pope with it. Jackson in his pocket. Caldwell Pope. The pass to Bitadze. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Defended by Jackson. Bitadze with a screen. And Caro outside. The three is up. The rebound by Jackson.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself or whiffing a bit on that one.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Here's Lillard. Rebound by the Magic. Now Suggs. Money.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Double team on Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Here's Jackson. Count it!
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And Suggs, here we go. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Going inside. And Caro outside. Suggs with a screen on Antetokounmpo. And Caro. And he buries it.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Caro.
Suggs against Lillard. He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Pass to Bataze. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Isaac for the win! Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks, pulling it out for the W. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up for Brent Barry.
Got it on 2K. Sports as we get here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3. And for Indiana, the backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot.
My goodness, how about that explosion? Halliburton takes off.
Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
6 to shoot, and Lillard kicks to Prince. Launches it, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
And Halliburton slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
First team foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. On the wing, Walker. Outside for Halliburton. 4 on the clock. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Milwaukee has possession. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Yep, that one goes.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Going inside and finished off by Halliburton.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Nobody near Lillard. Milwaukee getting another chance here. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. Lillard against Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. The tray. And another shot. And good that time. Giannis has got his second basket.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss. And then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Halliburton finds Turner. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Jackson against Halliburton. And a wide open look for Mathurin. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Siakam outside. Turner with a screen on Jackson. And the rebound goes to Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Walker with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Outside Mathurin. Turner with a screen on Prince. Here's Mathurin, and it's out of bounds. Let's see, they say last touch by Mathurin.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Milwaukee's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now here's Lillard. No scoring in this one. And that one, good.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Come to me. Lillard against Walker. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. Here's Lillard. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Shot clock at 2. Lillard from outside. Gets rebounded by Indiana. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo passes to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Siakam. Oh, big time play!
And he nails it! Big time shot.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And we'll get a look at how the Hustle-Stat game has been going for the Bucks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Back to Lopez. Another shot. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Buries it from three-point range. Halliburton's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Pacers. And the Pacers, Doris, last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Turner with a screen for Mathurin. From past the arc. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Lopez. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. Outside for Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Jackson. Back to Turner. Fires the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Inside, Antetokounmpo, automatic.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Turner with a screen on Jackson. Halliburton kicks to Turner. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Turner's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lillard surveying the D. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pacers with the rebound. Outside, Walker. Turner with a screen for Walker. Out to Turner. A 3-ball. Does not find the basket. His 3rd miss. He's made just 1 so far. Lopez passes to Lillard.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size. At 7 foot, he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
Here's Halliburton. To the middle. Left side, Walker. 3-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 3. Prince in the post. Defended by Mathurin. And that's Prince, that time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Halliburton. Siakam against Antetokounmpo. Giannis showing creativity.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Bucks leading by 4. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The kick out to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
That's a 2 from Lillard, and that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Bucks on top. Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
Toppin is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And there's Bryant, and it's Shepard in at the point. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the 2nd half with. Shepard, the pass to Toppin. Now Shepard. Bryant sets the screen for Shepard. Back to Toppin. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bryant's got himself on the board with 3 there. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
They get it back. Outside Portis. Pass to Porter. And here's Trent. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Tapping a screen on Trent. Toppin with it. Now here's Bryant. Here's Shepard. Nothing on the board. Tries from 16. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
And Doris, when you look at Aaron Nesmith, he is someone that is accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin. And what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
Toppin, no one around him. No good with the triple. Milwaukee leading by 5. Trent outside. Ball's knocked loose. It's Nembhard on the wing. And the 3 off target. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Sims. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Bryant. Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Nembhard, the pass to Bryant. They set the pick. No good with the layup. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Right side, Portis. Sims in the corner. Pass to Connaughton. Here's Sims. Bryant defending. Sims kicks to Connaughton. There's the triple. Nembhard grabs the board. Pacers trail by 5. Puts up a deep 3. Sims with the rebound. Buck shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Trent outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line, yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Toppin sets a screen for Shepard to stop the drought. Out to the right wing. Toppin finds Nembhard. Pass to Shepard. Stripped it away. At the top of the key, Sims. To the wing right side. Now here's Connaughton. Nesmith covering. Goes back up. And that one's good from Connaughton.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Nembhard. Bangs home the trifecta. Nembhard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Trent outside. The 3. Here's Sims. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the three, the small forward.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Halliburton with it. Out to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Fires from deep. That shot off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Prince outside. Giannis a screen on Mathurin. Now Prince fires the three, and the three ball is good. And it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
Torian Prince making the jump shot look easy right there. Boy, is he confident.
Out to Turner. Outside, Walker. Siakam outside. Takes the three. Walker's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 10. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor and then instant in finishing on the break.
Here's Walker. Pass to Turner, and stolen by Lillard. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Halliburton. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Mathurin. To stop the run. A rebound by the Bucks. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance. To the inside. Stolen by Walker. And here we go. Halliburton heading to the hoop. And Halliburton slams it in.
And this is where Halliburton can really hurt you. Playing with pace, using his speed in transition.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Jackson kicks to Lillard. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth. And then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Turner finds Halliburton. It's good again in the next one. 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments I thought for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting
despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Halliburton passes to Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
This is why coaches love Tyrese Halliburton. Just plays the right way.
Here's Lillard. That shot no good. Walker with some nice D. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Pacers. They trail by 11. Lobs it up. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable... Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, David Aldridge.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna
hit. So a look at our starters for Orlando. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Paolo Banchero is out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. And for the Pacers, Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Walker in at the 3. Siakam for 3. These teams have talent up and down the depth chart, Coach. How important is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoff. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys. 12, 13 guys at different points of the year are going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously, the team with the better starting 5 will have the edge, but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
He may need to take a seat and recalibrate. That's his second foul in under a minute.
Turner, a screen on Suggs. Halliburton goes. The layup off target. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen by Siakam.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Suggs with the bucket.
A solid jump shooter. Now, the defense has to get up on Suggs, or that's going to happen.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. It's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Banchero drives. Wagner on the wing. Offensive board. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Inside. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the jam.
Oh, wow. Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
Here's Banchero. Takes it inside.
I'll tell you what. It's good to be his age.
Yeah. I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Suggs against Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Turner, a screen on Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Mathurin. Indiana needs to get a shot off. There's a screen by Turner. Launches it from deep. Walker's shot is off.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Suggs outside. Banchero with a screen on Halliburton. Back to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Banchero the screen. Lets it go from deep. Siakam pulls down the board. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. To the inside. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Halliburton against Suggs. Halliburton looking over the floor. On the wing, Mathurin. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Bitadze. The Magic have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Van Carroll finds Suggs. Poke loose. It's stolen by Halliburton. In transition, here come the Pacers. Off target with the 3. Orlando has gone 2 of 5 from deep. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Halliburton against Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Wagner. Fires for 3. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Walker. Turner, a screen on Suggs. And Walker, here we go. It's a tie game in Indiana. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting in the second. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Bataze in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Halliburton, driving inside, and stolen by Suggs. Banchero left side. Banchero down the lane. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
Back to Wagner. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. Tries it from 19. No luck on that one.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Walker. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Halliburton knifing in. Turner, a screen on Wagner. Shot's good by Matherin.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Suggs. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
Turner, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. A good look from Turner. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
I appreciate the effort Turner gives on offense. He doesn't just expect shots to come his way.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Pass to Turner. Outside Matherin. Wagner with a steal. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Banchero against Walker. Goes up on the baseline. Rebounded by Halliburton. Pacers trail by 4. And he drives in. Oh!
Wow!
Wow! Tyrese Halliburton, a monster slam.
Pass to Wagner. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Down low. Here's Batase. Right side, Caldwell Pope. Counted from distance. And it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Second, team foul.
Siakam the screen. Back to Halliburton. He takes it in. Ooh, look at Halliburton using his length.
And I appreciate how confident Halliburton is. For a guard, he handles himself well indeed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Wagner against Halliburton. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Yeah, great play. Halliburton ferocious with the ball in his hands, using that long frame to his advantage.
Back to Suggs. And Carroll with a screen on Walker. It's Suggs with a drive. 5 on the clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he gets it to go. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
To the wing on the left. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
That'll do it for the first half. Orlando ahead, up 7. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Thomas Bryant out there with Toppin. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Aaron Nesmith. And it's Shepard in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Orlando.
The free throw drops for Harris.
The line for 2.
And Harris drops them both. Pacers trail by 9. Here's Shepard. Here's the screen by Bryant. From deep. Can't hit that one. Orlando has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
That's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Brian, Isaac gets a hand on it.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
Orlando leading by 13. Here's Black. No made baskets yet. Pass to Harris. Here's Black. 4 on the clock. On the take. To the middle. Here's De Silva. On target from range. De Silva's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Oh, stolen by Harris. Isaac outside. Back to Harris. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
From the inbound. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Isaac. Harris has got 8.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Outside Carter. Harris outside. Here's Black. Good on the shot. Black's got his first points of the game.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Outside Neesmith. There's the 3. Orlando with the rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's De Silva. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. De Silva's got his second basket of the game.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Nembhard. It's hauled in by Black.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And Obi Toppin gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. They swipe it. Here's Shepard, pounded by Harris. Toppin outside. Clock at 6. And here's Shepard for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Shepard's got 6 here in the quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
43 seconds left to play in the third quarter here.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of them.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Shepard. Here's the screen by Bryant. On the wing, Bryant. Here's Shepard. Give him 8 points now. And a miss there on the triple. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great passer.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. And it's Bataze in its center. Pass to Halliburton. Three-pointer. Oh, Halliburton, deadly from deep. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And stolen by Banchero. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Sweet little floater. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And we're seeing a great mindset from Halliburton on offense. He's attacking relentlessly and getting well rewarded for it. He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
To the paint. Here's Turner outside Mathurin. There's a screen by Turner. Fires from deep. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Here's Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
And the free throw, no good. Walker for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Wagner. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Magic lead by 19.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. He buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Wagner outside. Shoots over Mathurin. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, when they're playing off you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Left side Walker. Halliburton for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Magic.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Paolo Banchero.
Well,
oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Indiana has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the 4th. Here's Mathurin. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Magic ball.
There's 49 seconds left in the final quarter. Suggs against Walker. Wagner outside. Banchero the screen. Three-pointer. And Wagner hits from deep. And the Magic lead by 17.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge. especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Halliburton misses. Here's Suggs. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs, showing toughness, fighting through the contact.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
When you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
A look at the Magic starting group. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. Now here's Lillard. Clock at 6. Over Banchero. Lillard misses. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with the head coach from Milwaukee. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
It takes so much work to keep Giannis off the glass. He's got that great length and athleticism. Boy, he's a real problem on the boards.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
And it's the Magic with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Isaac outside. Banchero with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. And it's Banchero missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Down low, there's Bitadze, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Prince kicks to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Prince with a screen on Banchero. From 20 feet out. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Productive habits pay off for Lillard. He's always working on his offense to refine his skill.
Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. He takes it in. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, the ability to knife inside and convert Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
To end the run, and Suggs throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Lillard misses. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 4-point game. That shot wide open. Suggs has got 7.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Over to the left wing. And it's Banchero missing. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Lillard. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Prince with a screen on Banchero. Connects from three-point range. He has 7.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Here's Lopez. And Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Isaac. Lillard against Banchero. From the corner. It's hauled in by the Magic. For the 3. Here's Bitadze. Isaac outside. Plays it up and banks it in. Isaac. Prince wide open. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring. So far for the Bucks.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Banchero. Then there's Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. And that one's good, Wagner.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
Lillard against Suggs. Lillard looking around. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Lillard is tough in there. Muscling that one home.
Driving to the basket. And Suggs throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs. A Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
4 on the shot clock. Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Banchero. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
You know, Giannis has a really good basketball IQ, so he recognizes that taking and making mid-range jumpers is going to help keep the defense honest when they're guarding him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The kick out to Lopez. Off target from 3-point range. The Magic trail by 3. Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Banchero a screen on Lillard. Pass to Bitadze. Here's Wagner. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Wagner able to get the shot to go through contact and the and one on tap. Great determination that time.
And it's tied up with that one. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion. Great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Lillard outside. Prince outside. Giannis inside. Banchero's there. And it's Lillard missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Suggs. Back to Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Lillard with it. Defended now by Wagner. Pass to Jackson. Lillard from outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Wagner finds Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside.
Clearly, he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Antetokounmpo against Banchero. Lillard, right side, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. First personal foul. That's his first foul. Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Jackson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first two quarters. As I thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Pat Connaughton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Shot clock at 5. Porter kicks to Trent. From outside, off the mark. Orlando trailing here. Here's De Silva. Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Wagner. It is good. Wagner's got it all tied up now for the Magic. Mark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
Porter kicks to Connaughton. Inside, here's Sims. The shot, no good. Nice defense from Wagner. Here's Black, guarded by Porter. kicks it out to Wagner. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a three-point Orlando lead.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Trent outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Here's a Sims. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Trent following the bucket by Orlando. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whoever he's facing.
But we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
Now, here's Trent. Portis a screen on Harris. Trent kicks to Portis. Harris against Trent. Launches a three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Isaac right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. 1:21 left in the third. There's the drive. Sims kicks to Connaughton. Trent with the wide open look. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
A nice shot by Harris.
Gary Harris says, I got more than just a three-point shot, folks. Excellent at getting into the lane by penetration.
Here's Trent. Gary Harris making his last shot. Trent outside. Yes, that goes in. Trent's got 8 points. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Black. Here he goes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Black's got 4 points this quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Trent passes to Connaughton. Trent setting the pick for Connaughton. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Magic out in front, leading by just 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's blocked.
Boy, Suggs doing a nice job defensively there. Reacted quickly and got the block.
Caldwell Pope passes to Suggs. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Brook Lopez.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
He missed the chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
To tie it up. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Pass to Bitadze. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bitadze's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic. Milwaukee has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Lillard, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Jalen Suggs. That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. That free throw good from Lillard.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
Caldwell Pope against Lillard. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. Caldwell Pope outside. Over Lillard. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Bucks trail. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Prince looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Prince. Giannis a screen on Wagner to take the lead. They grab their own miss. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
A combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Bitadze the pass to Banchero. Now, here's Suggs. Banchero outside. Caldwell Pope outside. Banchero a screen on Lillard. Kept alive Orlando. Banchero finds Wagner. Banchero against Antetokounmpo. Here's Suggs. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college, and we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. Great confidence from that young man.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Back to Giannis. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Orlando, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
Got us a screen on shots. Three-pointer Lillard. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Suggs against Jackson. And Caro outside. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Lillard attacking.
Somebody really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Outside Jackson. To the inside. It's stolen by Banchero. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here. And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Lopez kicks to Jackson. Driving inside. Yes!
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To force OT, and it's sent back by Isaac. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
Time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him
this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Walker in at small forward.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Here's Halliburton. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. That one goes in.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And the Bucks with possession. Lillard looking around. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Jackson against Halliburton. Shot clock at 4. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it. And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Indiana with a rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Out to the right wing. And here's Turner from the arc. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
The defense better watch Turner more closely because he can strike that fast.
Lillard against Walker. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. Here's Prince. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Lillard outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Pacers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Siakam with a screen on Jackson. Kicks it out to Siakam. Right side, Walker. And the jam by Walker.
I mean, what an acrobatic move. Walker just leaving them speechless.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. The Bucks need to get up a shot here to stop the run. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Oh, he is so confident with the ball in his hands. Giannis can practically make magic happen.
Halliburton on the attack. The kick out to Walker. The 3 is up. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks trail by 3. Jackson with a screen on Mathurin. And that one's good. Lillard.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Halliburton surveys the floor. There's a screen by Turner. Kicks it out to Siakam. 4-3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
To the inside. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Siakam with a screen on Jackson. Halliburton against Jackson. Pass to Mathurin. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Lopez. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. With the drive. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. 8 points in the quarter, showing how... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. And it's Walker in at the 3. Walker against Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. Lillard, and it's Milwaukee scoring again.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Turner, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Turner. Now here's Mathurin. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
And he keeps his composure and trains it.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
At the line for one. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Mathurin, no good on the free throw. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. It's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Antetokounmpo with it. Siakam covering. Prince with the bucket.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Here's Halliburton. Turner, a screen on Jackson. Kicks it out to Siakam. Puts up a 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
For 3, here's Lillard. Second chance shot. Antetokounmpo inside, working on Siakam. Kicks it out to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Lillard puts up a deep 3. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Mathurin up top, defended by Lillard. There's a screen by Turner. Back to Mathurin. Kicks it out to Siakam. Another 3 for Indiana.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Lillard against Walker. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Siakam. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Indiana has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Siakam, that's good.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
Lillard passes to Prince. Back to Lillard. one. Offensive rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Jackson on the wing, defended by Halliburton. And here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Dave makes his move, and the dunk by Lillard.
With the ball on the string, Lillard using that signature burst.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about Giannis putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use to help come up with a steal?
Indiana's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Turner, a screen on Jackson. Here's Halliburton. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lillard against Walker. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Turner with a block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Walker. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Walker's got 5.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Walker against Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Pacers up 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you look at Pascal Siakam. He's been playing really well.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Pat Connaughton. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Connaughton passes to Porter. Trent left side. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Sims. And that one is hammered home.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Nembhard outside. Toppin outside. Bryant with it. Back to Toppin. Now Nesmith. Covered by Connaughton. Toppin, a screen on Connaughton. To the left side wing. Baseline try. The rebound by Sims.
That's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Portis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Portis has got his first basket.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Indiana has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line on this one. Well, Brent, he doesn't give you much inside the arc, but Trent Jr. is a sniper from deep.
Yeah, and Gary Trent Jr. knows exactly why he's on the floor, and that's to shoot the basketball. So continue to move, find open areas, wait for the ball, and then let it rip.
Here's Trent. Counted. And the Bucks lead by 1.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Indiana shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. There's a screen by Toppin. And here's Shepard for 3. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Connaughton, right side. Takes a 13-footer. The rebound by Shepard. For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside Neesmith. Kicks it out to Bryant. Clock at 6. Bryant, a screen on Porter. And here's Shepard for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis with it. Pass to Sims. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
Bryant with it. They still need this. Count it.
Thomas Bryant. Assistant, Shepard.
Milwaukee in the lead. 1:51 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
And the attacking mentality from Porter Jr. being rewarded for going up strong inside with the whistle.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Here's Shepard. He's scoreless. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the 3 off target.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Yeah, and Portis needs to be pushed away from the rim. That's too easy.
And here's Shepard for 3. Hits the trifecta. Shepard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Trent outside. From downtown, nails it from 3. Trent's got 5 now.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Top of the screen on Porter. Here's Shepard. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Portis. Milwaukee leading by 4. Trent on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. Portis a screen. Connaughton left side. Yes, it's good. Connaughton's got his first bucket in this one. 9 seconds left in the third. Here's Nembhard. And the baseline jumper, no good. And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Walker in at the 3.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead. Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Lopez finds Lillard. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Oh, Lillard finishing with authority.
Now, don't let the size fool you. Damian Lillard, he can get up there.
Halliburton with the ball, and Lopez picks him up. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Halliburton against Jackson. Turner, a screen on Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Halliburton. Rejected by Lopez.
Well, Lopez has size and great instincts. It makes him a threat to knock shots away like that.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Halliburton. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. Back to Antetokounmpo. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here's Indiana now. It's a 10-point game. Halliburton against Jackson. Back to Halliburton. The kick out to Walker. The 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Prince. Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
How about Taurean Prince getting up there and slamming it down?
Three-pointer Mathurin drains the triple.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Screen by Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Lillard against Walker. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
1:51 left in the 4th quarter here. Halliburton against Jackson. Outside Mathurin. Siakam outside. Pass to Walker. Shot clock at 5. Back to Siakam. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 6. Lillard outside.
With the lineup out there, that might be the last guy you want to foul. Dame's got some of the best free throw numbers in history.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And great to see Turner rising to the occasion and finding the clutch bucket.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. For 3, here's Lillard. Lillard! What'd you expect?
And that three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
Here's Halliburton. Kicks it out to Siakam. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Jackson with it. Siakam covering. Back to Jackson. Walker against Lillard. Driving to the basket.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
The drive by Lopez. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead. That's tipped. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Behring.